Hello and welcome to Vlogmas. I just spent the entire day baking. I made 3 recipes, super easy, super simple, and you need like the minimal of tools to use, basically like a spatula, a few bowls, and then just the ingredients. That's really all you need. A mixer would be great, but I didn't even have an electric mixer or even a whisk, so I literally just used a fork to make one of the recipes. So this is very easy, very simple, minimal ingredients needed for these 3 recipes, and they're not too unhealthy. Like, they're homemade, you know, there's some caramel and chocolate, but they're not too bad for you, in moderation, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. So for all these turtle pretzels, the total was $6.85. The pretzels were 62 cents, and the pecans came to $3.75. And all these Rolos came to $2.48, which is amazing. So you're gonna set your oven to 300 degrees. I just got Walmart parchment paper, laid it out on a baking tray. And then what you're going to do is disperse all of the pretzels in a single layer across the baking sheet. And then you take a Rolo and you place it right in the middle of the pretzel. And this is what it should look like before you put it in the oven. See, when this happens, that's not right, and just try and keep it in the middle as best as possible. And then put it in the oven. So you're going to put it in for 4 minutes. So this is what they look like after 4 minutes. Mine, it wasn't enough. I wanted it to be a little bit more melted, so I added in a couple more minutes. And even that was too much. So I would say about 5 minutes in the oven should be ideal. And then, of course, turn off the oven and place a half pecan on top of the chocolate Rolo and just press down lightly. Gooey goodness. That caramel though, oh my gosh. And these were such a huge hit at my Christmas party. Like, literally all of these were eaten. And then just pop it in the fridge just to harden up the chocolate. And then 15 minutes later I took it out and it was all hard, so I just sealed it into an airtight container. The candy canes were $1.34, the pretzel sticks were 78 cents, and the chocolate was $2.03. So the peppermint chocolate pretzels came to a total of... So what you're going to do is take out the candy canes from... And if you have a mortar to press it into to make it more finely dusted, that's better, but in my case I had to use a Kahlua bottle. So what we're going to do now is heat up the white chocolate and just keep it at a very minimum temperature because you don't want to burn chocolate. So just continuously stir the chocolate, making sure that it doesn't get burnt. So this is a good consistency. It's all melted now and it's stirring nice and smooth. So what we're going to do is take that chocolate and put it into a tall glass because we're going to be putting the pretzel sticks into here to coat them. So take your pretzel stick, dip it into the white chocolate in the glass, And this way I did at first, it wasn't the best, and then all the candy cane bits kind of mushed in together and it wasn't as good. This is what they look like. What I did to make them look better was just splash on whatever chocolate I had left, and I dusted more of the candy canes more finely and I just sprinkled it over. And I think this way is the best way to do it from the beginning. And then you can either put these pretzels in a glass or a mason jar or whichever you have, but what I did was put it on a baking tray. For the Cranberry Sugar Cookies, the total came to $5.20 for all of those cookies. The flour costed $1.45, the shortener was 82 cents, the pure vanilla extract was $4.97 for the whole bottle, but we only need a teaspoon, $2.50 for a dozen of eggs, $1.96 for all these cranberries, 26 cents for baking soda, and $1.97 for the whole bag of sugar. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you're going to put 10 ounces of dried cranberries into a pot, 1 cup of water, and get it to a boil. And when you have that starting to boil, you're going to put 3.5 cups of flour into a bowl. And by now it's boiling, so I'm going to turn it down to a simmer and just stir it a bit. And then you're going to take 1 teaspoon of baking soda and put that with the flour. 1.5 cups of sugar. 1 cup of shortener. And 2 eggs. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're going to mix. This would be the part where an electric mixer would be much more useful, but I got a good workout. And then you're going to combine the flour and this mixture and stir it. So I'm just waiting on the dried cranberries. See here, there's a little bit left of water, but about 5 minutes later there's barely any water left, so it's ready now to go into the flour mixture. And you're going to stir that up. And now you're going to take about 1 or 1.5 inch wide of the mixture and you're going to roll it into your hands. See, even this was too big. The cookies were like massive. People said that it tasted kind of like a muffin consistency. So you're going to want to make it even smaller than these. And then roll it in sugar. This is why they call them sugar cookies. You're going to pop it in the oven and bake for 10 to 15 minutes. In my case, I baked it for 15 minutes. And you're done. It should just have a nice golden sheen on the sides. Okay, so those were the 3 treats that I put together for my Christmas party tonight. I hope you enjoyed them, and let me know in the comments below if you guys decided to try one of these recipes, and let me know how it went. Bye!